Let's dial in Dan Bongino. He joins us from time to time. Fox News contributor, former Secret Service guy, former New York City cop. He's down in Palm City in Florida. Hey, Dan, what do you make of the whistleblower's attorney's offer? Okay, Republicans, you can bypass Adam Schiff because you don't think it's fair. You think it's all in secret. You can ask him questions, that person questions directly, and he'll answer anything except things about their identity.
In writing.
Is that fair?
No, it's not fair, guys. Listen, there is no whistleblower, okay? There's clearly, based on the evidence, someone with an agenda against Donald Trump. And when I say there's no whistleblower, I get it's going to be a lot of liberals, of course, that cringe. Oh, my gosh, you can't say that. A whistleblower means you're blowing the whistle on something, correct? I'm not crazy, right? Like for the liberals listening who have a tough... You're blowing the whistle on something.
Right.
What they were allegedly blowing the whistle on didn't happen. Okay, Steve, listen, it's not that like they
But we didn't know
Donald
that
Trump
in the beginning, Dan.
Yeah, well, we know it now, okay? It's not that the whistleblower blew the whistle on Donald Trump robbing a bank and Donald Trump didn't rob the bank. No bank was robbed. We have the transcript of the call where the whistleblower supposedly blew the whistle on a deal that never happened. You know, Kellyanne Conway was on another network this weekend and did what I think was terrific. She has the transcript. She hands it over to the host and says, can you please circle the deal, the illicit deal? You guys understand there's no deal. There is no whistleblower.
Dan, you know what this seems to be? This seems to be something that comes up in oversight. It's a reason why you vote or don't vote for somebody. I don't like his foreign policy. I don't like the way he treats other leaders. Then you say he's not my guy or not my woman. I'm not going to vote. This doesn't seem impeachable. And I even watched an exasperated Chuck Todd basically say, you didn't get any Republican support for this. I thought Nancy Pelosi said bipartisan only. That's the only way I'll move forward. Are we really doing this?
No, let me just make one correction. Yes, you're right. There was bipartisan support, Brian. Against it.
Right.
Two Democrats voted against this. There was bipartisan support against impeachment in what had to be a massive faceplant for Nancy Pelosi. What an embarrassing moment. You're telling me out of this massive House, this body of representatives representing nearly 700,000 Americans, these 400-plus members, you couldn't get one Republican to agree with you that the president committed a high crime, a misdemeanor, treason or bribery? Not one, but you could get two Democrats to agree it didn't happen, and you want to overturn the votes of 60-plus million Americans on a charge you couldn't get one Republican to agree with you on? Guys, this is insane. There is no whistleblower, okay? Can I just make one more point on this? Democrats, I've been arguing with Democrats on this network for 8 years now, and they love to lose you in BS. It's a great tactic. They'll argue 3 + 3 = 7 and argue the wonkery. The bottom line is this. We have the transcript. There's no whistle to blow because there was no deal. This is all a farce, and no Republican should forget that.
Well, Adam Schiff says that he still has a list. He says the list of impeachable offenses is growing. This is what he's tweeting out. He says the president continues to target public servants, including those who have served their country in combat with baseless attacks. Efforts to intimidate or threaten witnesses will further build the case for obstruction, itself an impeachable offense. Your thoughts?
The list of Adam Schiff lies is growing, Ainsley. Why does anybody take this clown seriously? He's been lying for 3 years. Nothing he's told the American public has been true. He insisted he had evidence of collusion that nobody on God's green earth has yet to uncover, despite multi-million-dollar investigations and the full power of the U.S. government. He's been lying to people. He's been selectively leaking information, again, about collusion hoax part 2, this alleged Ukrainian deal that never happened. Why does anybody take Adam Schiff seriously? He clearly has some kind of agenda and personal vendetta against the president. He's become a joke and a laughingstock. Why would anybody take this seriously? And where is the critical media supposed to be doing basic journalism, trying to nail Adam Schiff down on basic facts? Hey, listen, Adam, you told us collusion was real. It wasn't. Now you told us about this deal, but we have the transcript. And sir, the deal's not there. So where exactly are we going with this? Again, I can't figure out why anyone takes this guy seriously. He's a documented liar.
Stay tuned. Meanwhile, let's talk a little bit about this regarding your background in law enforcement. In Maryland, apparently one of those thin blue line flags was presented, and the county executive for Montgomery County, which is a sanctuary county, Mark Elrich, said this: That flag provides a symbol of support to some, but it is a symbol of dismissiveness to others. Because it is divisive, the flag will not be posted at the 5th District in Maryland, nor any public space within the police department. And then you had Larry Hogan, who is the governor of that state. He said, "I'm offended and disgusted that County Executive Mark Elrich has prohibited Montgomery County police officers from displaying a thin blue line American flag that was made for them by a father and his young son in honor of National First Responders Day." And he goes on to say other things. Dan, what do you think of this?
You know, Steve, we got the holidays coming up. You got Thanksgiving, Christmas, obviously holidays that mean a lot to many Americans. You're going to have these tables set up for Thanksgiving, and you're going to have parents, daughters, sons. They're going to sit there. There's going to be an empty seat. And that empty seat in way too many households across America is a heroic man or woman who put a badge on their chest, went out one day doing a public service for very little money, no recognition, probably getting abused by politicians and public officials all the time. And they never came home that night. They never came home. They left everything on the field for you to keep your streets safe. That's what that symbol means to the police officers who got this beautiful flag, the thin blue line flag. The fact that a couple of social justice warrior, marshmallow-eating, Snuggie-wearing Twitter warriors seem to find offense in everything, including Teletubby episodes, and don't like the thin blue line flag, and the county executive took that down, slapping in the face the heroic men and women who put that badge. I mean, slapping them in the face. Not literally, but close to slapping them in the face by ordering that taken down. Good. Larry Hogan and I have had our disagreements. We go way back. I ran in Maryland. I am intimately familiar with Maryland politics. Larry Hogan did the right thing and deserves credit for this. Mark Elrich is a disgrace. This guy is one of the reasons, by the way, that Montgomery County residents are leaving in droves and moving into Frederick County and the surrounding counties in Maryland to get away from this guy and his radical liberal policies that have been going on in Montgomery County before Mark, but have gotten even worse. This is certainly a new low in a county in Maryland that is used to lows.
Right.
I mean, this is really a national disgrace.
Yeah, and we had protests at the NYPD in New York City, backed up by AOC over the weekend. Law enforcement is making it, it's making it clear. Democrats are making it clear. I don't know how law enforcement votes for a Democrat when every politician, when they get a chance to grab a podium, seems to be ripping on them or doing things like this.
Yeah, I mean, look at it. You brought up the New York, the garbage all over the police cars, people spray painting police cars. You just nailed it. I don't know. I don't know how with a straight face you can look America in the eye as a Democrat right now and say you're on the side of these men and women who put the badge on their chest trying to do the right thing. I just don't know. I don't know how you say that with a straight face anymore. And there are some Democrats left who are doing some. There's some. But very few. The radical left has taken over the Democrat Party, and law enforcement's going to suffer because of it.
Dan, great to talk to you. Thank
we'll
you
see you
much.
Wednesday. We'll see you Wednesday at the Patriot Awards and maybe Thursday.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'll see you guys there.
All right.